Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Retribution Paladin in Dragonflight Season 2. In this episode, it's all about the Wyrm Crests. We're going to try and get as many as possible. The first thing we're going to do, actually, is we're going to do quests. And that doesn't make sense, but you can get an enchanted Wyrm's Shadowflame crest from doing a quest. I mean, the quest is to kill Sarkareth, and it's at the end of the Loam Niffen campaign, but it's definitely worth doing. It's only going to take us about an hour to do it, probably even less, honestly, and that's a lot faster than doing the 4 dungeons that I need to do on Mythic Plus, so we're just going to go ahead and do the quest line. It also saves us some gold, because we don't have to buy the Dracathist or any of the enchanting materials, so that's also a plus. So since the quest is to kill Sarkareth, we're actually going to go and do Heroic Echo and Heroic Sarkareth. Since we didn't kill those in the last episode, where I only went up to Magmarax because the group kind of fell apart after that. And after that, we're going to do a Heroic Dawn of the Infinite Mega Dungeon run. Why would we do that? Well, a viewer told me in a comment. I'll put their name on the screen. I completely forgot, to be completely honest with you. Basically, they told me that there is a quest that you can complete in the Heroic version of the dungeon that gives you 2 Wyrm Crests, and that's absolutely massive. Lucky for me, I read and respond to every comment that I get on my videos, so I was able to catch this and actually learn that from them. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Speaking of comments, if there's something you would like to let me know, or if there's something you want to ask me, or if you just want to tell me that I'm a dickhead, go ahead and comment on the video. Preferably not the last thing, because that would hurt my feelings. But I would still thank you for the engagement, because the YouTube algorithm gods don't give a shit if you hate me or love me. They're just going to recognize that you're commenting on my video, and all they care about is you looking at ads. So yeah. Anyway, let's get going. Okie dokie. So if you've been keeping up with the Paladin series, you might notice in the bottom left corner that the UI looks a little bit different. And that's because I got tired of trying to put it in the center, because there's no easy way to do that in OBS. So I figured I'd just push it all to the left and, fuck it. Speaking of which, if you're a longtime viewer and you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. YouTube is telling me that 70% of the people that keep recurringly watching my videos are not subscribed. So maybe, just click the subscribe button. Anyway, let's check the mail. Ah, very good. Very, very good. The Moonless gloves that we put up for way cheaper than the rest of the people actually sold. And we have a bunch of expirations, so we're going to grab those and we're going to put them back up on the auction house. Now, if you're new to the series, you may not know that I do this. I mention this pretty much every video, but basically what I'm doing is I'm buying 379 greens that are priced for the price of a 376 green, and then I resell them on the auction house. People sometimes accidentally post it for the wrong price. It's a nice little flip. It's nothing amazing, but it's gotten me quite a bit of gold. A good chunk of this gold, or pretty much most of it, is from just reselling greens like that. I do a bit of world quests and of other stuff, but that's my main source of gold. And I keep saying that in every video because I feel like there's a lot of new people coming into the channel and just they haven't seen me do this before, and I figure it's a really neat trick, so I keep showing them. It's probably a little bit annoying to recurring viewers, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help the new guys out. Anyway, we wanted to start the Loam Niffen quest. I thought that I could do it if I just go over here. There's going to be Abyssian, but I think I need to do the Forbidden Reach quest first. We're going to skip through all of that. Damn, all of the rares are up. Nobody's doing this anymore now. Do I have to do this? Do I really have to do this? I really hope I don't actually have to do this. It looks like I have to actually do this. Oh no. Well, I'm skipping through this in editing. I'm sure as hell not gonna make you watch me do quests. I'm just gonna check real quick to make sure that I can't just start the quests somewhere in here, because I would feel very stupid if I did all the quests over there in the Forbidden Reach when I could have just skipped them. No, there's just a Splintered Spark of Shadowflame that I haven't done, which is also stupid, so I'm gonna have to wait for next week until I can do that, but I'm not too fussed because I still need a bunch of crests before I can make use of the Sparks of Shadowflame anyway. Okay, so it's not here. We have to go to the Forbidden Reach. Whoopsie daisy. I guess I'm a little confused because I've just never done this before. And of course I don't have a fucking flight path over there, and I've already used my Hearthstone. God damn it. I'm gonna use our Delaran Hearthstone, then we're gonna... Oh, wait. This person has a quest. Speak to Vaskarn. No, it's another stupid quest that's probably got nothing to do with the storyline. Oh, but we get Flight Stones? I need to upgrade one piece of equipment with Flight Stones to get more Flight Stones. We'll upgrade this with a Drake Crest. Actually, we'll do that twice. And now I get some more Flight Stones for doing that. Oh, now I need to combine 15 fragments to create a Shadowflame Crest. Oh, that's optional. And I need to visit Spinsoa. Hello, Spinsoa. That completed the quest, so I'm not going to bother buying any of that stuff. I'm just getting a bunch of Flight Stones for free. This is awesome. I should have come here sooner. And I need to upgrade something with Flight Stones again. God damn it. I guess I'll just upgrade this just to spend it to get some more, because I can't upgrade anything else without using a Wyrm Crest. I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay, cool. That was actually fucking awesome. I got like 300 Flight Stones from that. That was fucking cool as shit, man. Hell yeah. 876 Flight Stones. Now, my big bottleneck is actually the Wyrm Crests, but I don't want to use these right now I want to use them for crafting. Anyway, back to the Forbidden Reach, because I do actually have to do all those quests for the Embers of Noltharion, and that's the quest line we have to do to get the Enchanted Worms Shadow Flame quest. Back to work with these quests. I don't think I'll show much of this in the video. I think I'm just going to skip to the point where I'm doing the Sarkareth quest, or at least I'm able to do the Sarkareth quest, so let's do that. Alrighty, we're done with the Forbidden Reach, and this quest is where I thought I would actually be starting and going to Loam Niffen. So yeah, this will also give us a shit ton of flight stones, which will be amazing. So that's another reason to do this quest. It's actually really good to just do the story quests. In the meantime, I've also completed something that I had like last week. I'm just gonna grab that. Let's see what we get from the box actually. What's in the box? Oh, some crap. Okay. Yeah, the Shadow Flame residue sack basically contains 2 Whelpling Shadow Flame crests. Fragments, sorry, not crests. So it's not particularly amazing, but if you're just starting out, maybe it's useful. I don't know. At any rate, it's something. The reason you would do that quest actually is the weekly quest from that guy is because it gives you a shit ton of rep. So if you're a crafter, that'll be very useful to you because you're going to get a lot of reputation. And when you reach certain reputation levels with the factions, or I should say renown, you will get specialization points or knowledge points or whatever you want to call them really. Anyway, back to questing. Damn, they're just handing out flight stones left and right, like hand over fist here. I'm already at 1,1081. I started with like 700 today. These are great. I should have done this ages ago. Yeah, this quest is having me fly over here and it's going to give me 10 fucking flight stones just to do that. That's amazing. That's awesome as hell. Well, we're kicking Sarkareth's ass for the first time. This will be a repeating motive throughout the entirety of this fucking campaign of we kick his ass and then we let him get away and then we kick his ass and then we let him get away and then we have to kick his ass and then he finally kicks the bucket in Aberrus. Spoilers, I guess? Sorry.
I've accomplished nothing.
Yep, dickhead got away. We gotta go chase him down again. Oh, pro tip, when you get into this cave, there's actually a key that you can pick up right over here, and that opens this chest. I used to think that you had to do something special to get that. It's literally just right under this thing. So yeah, get yourself some extra shit. Don't worry, Sibelian, we'll get the bad juju out of you. My guy about to yeet this fucking thing at him. My guy got knocked the fuck out. Shit, we've been reverse yeeted. Yeah, that looks like it really hurts. Let me just, there we go. Finishing up another part of the quest line. By the way, you get these symbols of friendship, and there's other stuff that you get, like the shiny token of gratitude, stuff like that. You should keep those and use them to complete the Worthy Ally Loam Niffen quest. They do count, or I should say the rep that they give counts towards that. Unless you need the rep really quickly, I would suggest just saving it and using it every week to complete this quest instantly. That's if you don't want to do the Researchers Under Fire. The Researchers Under Fire gives you 1,000 reputation when you complete it at rank 4. Just a little tip that I can give you. Anyway, let's continue the quest line. It's taking a little bit longer than I would like it to, but I am getting a shit ton of flight stones still. I'm at 1.6k almost, and all I'm doing is just these easy ass quests. Took the portal from oh, maybe that was not such a good idea. Jesus Christ. Man, Dragonflight is such a fucking good expansion. This is ridiculous. These quests are so good. I actually caught myself fucking tearing up when Loam was being destroyed by Firak. I mean, Jesus, the quests don't do that to me usually. This is really good, man. That's all I gotta say. Oh shit, we made a sale. Almost 3.8k gold from the Neltharic Blade. Very nice. Yeah, let's try to beat him up for the 3rd time. I love wave quests, or just wave gameplay in general. It's always nice to, you know, sit there, not able to do anything, no matter how quickly you can dispatch the enemies. Hey, we stopped Sarkareth. Woo. I guess it's not depending on the waves, it's depending on how many times Emberthal can pelt him with a living flame or whatever. Oh, we're just about to stop him. JK, dude's in a bubble, he's gonna float away, look at him. At this point, I'm a little worried that I'm gonna cap out on flight stones, and I don't really have anything to spend them on at the moment, because I have just one Wyrm's Shadow Flame crest, and I don't want to use that for upgrades. At least not yet. Oh well. Hopefully we don't cap out. It would be nice if we didn't. I hate wasting flight stones. Now it's time to beat the shit out of Sarkareth for like the 15th time in the same quest line. Damn, I'm starting to get Drake crests now. That's good. Well, I guess I'm not beating up Sarkareth, I'm beating up this golem thing. Cool, I think that actually marks the end of the quest line. Here we're going to get the quest, A Flame Extinguished, Speak to Rathian or Sibelian, but we're also going to get Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible, Sarkareth. And that has us enter Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible, and defeat Sarkareth. And it gives us an Enchanted Worms Shadow Flame quest. Now, if you tell me that you can get this quest without having done this quest line, I'm going to officially lose my shit. Because I just spent like an hour and a half, no, probably more, probably like 2 hours just doing all of this shit. Hey, where the fuck are you going? Give me my quest. Better not fucking do this to me, Jesus. Yeah, a flame extinguished. I guess that'll have to wait. Nah, I'll just do it right now so I don't have to come back to this, because I'm not going to come back to this. Luckily, I didn't cap on flight stones. I still got a bit of room left. So we're just going to do this real quick as well. Yay, more flight stones. Oh, nice. There's a portal to the Seat of the Aspects. That's perfect. I don't have to use my Hearthstone. Nice, nice. That actually finishes the quest line. Very good. And when I kick Sarkareth's ass, I can actually turn on the quest here with Abyssian. That'll be awesome. Abyssian? Abyssian. Whatever. We did also get another rep item, so now we can do 5 weeks worth of the Loam Niffen rep quest without actually having to do anything other than pick it up, click one of these, and then turn it in. In regards to the Loam Niffen, this is very nifty. Anyway, it's time to try and get into a Echo and Sarkareth kill, so wish me luck. We actually got invited fairly quickly, but it's a group that's still forming. There were only 2 people, 2 DPS in the group when I joined it, so this is gonna maybe take a while. They set an item level requirement of 425, so I'm above that. I'm at 427. I did gain an item level when I upgraded my Mark of Dark roll to 8 out of 8 veteran. I don't know why I stuttered there, why my brain decided that was a hard thing to say. Yeah, we're gonna head over to Aberrus and we're just gonna sit in front of Echo and wait. Oh, looks like we're getting started with trash. Damn, there's a few people here. We do have one healer. The tank started pulling. Well, the good thing is we're only pulling one group at a time. Not everyone's here yet, so it would really suck if we pulled everything. In fact, most people aren't here. Everyone was waiting on their fucking warlock. We're warlocks, man. They always have to be here. Nobody ever summons them unless there's another warlock in the group. Got a preserver. We're gonna make sure we interrupt their heal. Gotta look out for those preservers. There's somebody else interrupting, but the important thing to interrupt was that thing that I just interrupted, which is the cleansing fire. That actually heals. It's not bad to interrupt the other thing, but it's really important that you interrupt the cleansing fire. I do think that's the only preserver in this whole group, but there is a green scale. He also does a heal, so you have to interrupt that guy as well. I would suggest looking at the green scale to interrupt him and just stunning the preserver, because you can stun the preserver, but you can't stun the green scale. So if you have to handle it by yourself because the group isn't doing it, you can interrupt the green scale and stun the preserver. It's also good to interrupt the scale guard when they do their bullshit where they put up the bubble. The bubble basically reduces the damage being taken by anyone that's inside the bubble. And there we go. That was the heal I just interrupted on the green scale. That's it for the trash, and we're just waiting for one more person to join now. We also have a warlock here, so we can summon whoever joins. Good shit. We switched to our cleave build for this. We have a full timer starting now. Let's just hope nobody murders us if we go corrupted. Tanks are not taking it to where the raid lead said to take it, but that's okay, I guess. As long as nobody gets caught on the other side, it looks like they won't.
Target you.
Being targeted by Rushing Darkness, trying to not hit anyone with Rushing Darkness. They moved, so they got hit. Somebody's breaking walls with Rushing Darkness. Not ideal. Somebody's not moving with the circle. Yeah, I'm not, not too enthusiastic about this group, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we have no wall breaks in this direction, so... there's 3 people dead. We haven't even broken... Oh my god, yeah, this is looking interesting.
Run out.
I'm going to bubble so that people can run away past... No, there's a bunch of people dead. Yeah, we're just gonna wipe and restart. I agree with that call. What the fuck was that, man? Okay, off to a rocky start. I'm gonna be honest, not too enthusiastic about this group. That was that was a grade A shitstorm. Category 4 shit hurricane. Well, we're going to hope that the next pull is better and that people, just kind of snap out of it. I feel like people are just being a bit lazy and not doing the mechanics. Well, either that or they just don't know the mechanics, which is a different issue entirely. I feel like in Heroic Raid, at this point, you should know what the fuck is going on. In normal raids, I'm cool with people fucking around. In LFR, it's expected for people to fuck around because it's the story mode. You don't go there to, practice tactics. You go there to just get your free loot and move on and see what happens in the raid, I guess. But in Heroic, I sort of have this expectation of people actually knowing what their buttons do and knowing what the bosses do. So hopefully this time around, people do what they're supposed to. I'm not too optimistic. Yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. Nobody left, though, so that's surprising. Oh boy. Alright, attempt number 2, Electric Boogaloo. Same dude who was AFK the first pull is now AFK for the second pull. Oh, no, he's back. Never mind. Welcome back, buddy. Alright, let's kick his ass this time around. Tanks are not holding aggro. Or they are holding aggro? I don't know if tanks are holding aggro. I cannot tell, honestly. Luckily, this time nobody broke a wall with Rushing Darkness. That's an improvement. People are moving away with the circles. That's also an improvement. Last time they just kind of murdered us. There's the Calamitous Strike. He's being left in the corner. That's good. That's expected. You're supposed to put him in this corner so that when he drops the giant circle, it leaves you the most room to play with in the next area. Trying to stay as close as I can to him to get some more pot shots in while he's moving. I will move with him, make sure we don't get caught on the other side like those guys are. I'm going to move over to this side. Nobody should be standing on this side so they don't get silenced by the Rushing Darkness, because that's the one safe spot to stand with Rushing Darkness to not break anything. It's on them if they get silenced while standing there. Do another successful wall break. Yeah, there's one guy back there who's just stuck because he didn't really figure out where he was supposed to position. But yeah, walls are being rebuilt, so you got to be careful. Yeah, there's a bunch of people just kind of standing in the circles and not moving out of them. That's really weird, because it's not exactly hard to figure out that there's a giant circle on top of you and that you need to move. Right, we're entering P2. That's good. We didn't break any walls unnecessarily. Now we're going to see who gets corrupted. If it's me, I have to switch to the ad. Okay, we have corruption. We're just trying not to kill anyone on our team, right? Okay, there's one guy who's just standing right on top of the boss. We're hoping that two people... Okay, they broke the thing. They broke the shield, so now everyone can DPS the ad. We're DPSing the ad as quickly as possible. I don't think I finished a couple of sentences there because my brain's working in overdrive, because I'm just looking at a lot of people making a lot of mistakes. And whenever I see people make mistakes, my brain is just like derps out completely. Okay, we have corruption on a couple of people here. We're trying not to hit them with anything. I'm really trying my best not to hit the other players. I'm just not going to DPS. I'm straight up just not going to DPS. I'm going to wait until the shield is broken. Okay, there we go. The shield broke and we didn't kill any of our friends. That's always good. We're just going to drop all of our cooldowns on top of this ad. I'm going to use our shield. I used it too late.
Target you.
I'm being targeted with Rushing Darkness. We have a wall broken. Now I'm just trying not to hit anyone else with that. Battle res available in 28 seconds. Everyone is going after the boss instead of trying to DPS this down. I mean, this is a lot better than the first pull. That's all I say. But there's way too many people over there trying to kill the next ad instead of finishing this one off. Yeah, it's a wipe again because we just... I don't know. There's too many people dead. Honestly, I couldn't tell you how many things were done wrong here because there's too many to say while actively playing the game. That was sad to look at. What a rough run. A lot of people leaving. Not a good look. I am very tempted to leave as well because I don't see myself clearing the tanks are good. The tanks did everything right. The heals were there, but the DPS was pretty bad, myself included. I think it was a bit too flustered just from watching people fuck up. It's just like a personal thing. When I see people doing mistakes, my brain just doesn't operate well when that happens. Yeah, people having like 50k DPS, myself included, that's just not really enough to do this. Or is it? I honestly don't know. I just feel like it should be higher. Myself included, I should point out. Like, I should be doing 70k DPS on this boss easy. I'm gonna give it one more try with this group and then see where it goes. If the pull feels better and we wipe, I will still stay. But if it feels worse or the same, I'm just gonna leave and try and find a different group. All right, attempt number 3. First attempt was catastrophically bad. Second attempt was quite a bit better. And now we have a bunch of new people because a lot of people left after the second attempt not going through. So I'm hoping that these new people are okay. There's a bunch of warriors and quite a few Ret Paladins. Everyone wants the sword, obviously. Let's see what happens. And there's one guy that just does not give a shit. It's one of the warlocks, it looks like. One of the tanks died. I'm going to bubble and give a battle res to the tank. Hopefully the tank can make it out alive. No, that failed. Both tanks are dead. What the fuck? We're gonna go stand and fire. I tried to make it work, but yeah. All right, we're doing another attempt, I guess. I decided to stay with the group because there was some house cleaning where people who were clearly unaware of the mechanics were being removed from the group, which honestly I approve, because if you go into a heroic raid, you should at least know what the boss does, right? And that feels like the bare minimum to me. Okay, people have not murdered anyone with the circles yet. That's good. Progress. Putting another set of cooldowns into him. People are positioning the Rushing Darkness correctly as well. That's good. 3 circles. Let's see where they move. We just got the phase change. That's good. Going into P2. Hopefully nobody gets murdered. We're gonna rest this shaman healer with a battle res. Hopefully he takes it. Raise the earth coming through so we won't get volcanic hearts. The shaman healer is not accepting the res. Could be because there's something on top of where he's going to resurrect if he takes it. Okay, he has taken it. I'm saving my cooldowns. I'm trying not to hit the the Corrupted. There's 2 warriors beating the shit out of it. I'm gonna start DPSing. These are not players, these were pets. We can switch back to the guy. Why is this guy running on top of us with the fucking circle? I get he's trying to put it there, but yeah, this shaman's fucking lost in the sauce. I'm gonna position over to this side, trying to not hit anyone with the rushing darkness because it silences people. The shaman that died was the shaman that just tried to kill us with the circle. Why are people constantly on top of me with the circle? The shaman's dead again. I'm not surprised. I'm corrupted. Hopefully I don't get murdered. I have to beat the shit out of the shield as quickly as possible, trying not to hit other players. I'm stunned. What the fuck? Somebody just stunned me. I mean, seriously? What the hell? There's a lot of people dead. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about just leaving this group. There's even more people dead, it looks like. There's gonna be rushing darkness, breaking walls here because they're just running through. Okay, they didn't break walls. Only 1 wall break. Trying not to kill 3 warriors that are beating the shit out of the thing. The tanks should not be keeping this on top of them. Tanks are dead because the healers are dead. How many healers do we have? 1, 2 healers. Okay. Both tanks are dead. We have no battle reses. I don't know why we're even fighting. We're gonna go try and stand in circles. Man, come on. How many times are we gonna have to do this? Okay, well, we're back in the queue. As you can see from the pending, it's been a bit that I've been in queue. Yeah, honestly, I don't think this is going to happen. I've spent quite a bit of time here just waiting to try and get into a group. So I'm going to try and get gear otherwise. People would require quite a lot. And honestly, after seeing how my group was doing in that one run, I kind of get it. You don't know how well someone plays until you see them play. So the only guarantee you have of them actually performing is their item level. It's rough and it's gatekeepy and it's shit, but that's pugging in a nutshell. So what are we going to do instead? We're going to go and do heroic thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. What is it called? Yes, Dawn of the Infinite. We're going to queue directly for that. And I think that when you complete it, at the end of it, you get a quest item. And that quest item starts a quest for you to go and get the Wyrm Crests. So we're going to try and do that. We also do still have the Slay Sarkareth quest for this. Luckily, you can actually do this on LFR difficulty. So we're going to queue up for that as well. And we'll just see what pops first. I will keep trying to queue for these, I guess. At the same time, I'm just going to queue for everything, and whatever pops first, that's what we'll do. Although I'm not optimistic at all about these. And even if I do get in, I expect a repeat of the whole Pug hellscape. I guess while I'm in queue, I'm gonna go do world quests for gold. Not like I can do much else. There's Adventure Drogbar Rocks available from this elite quest. And I've actually been saving Explorer ones because single target, for some reason, they just do ridiculous amounts of damage, especially when you're in a versatility class. So I think I'm gonna grab that. Oh, we actually got a pop. I'm just gonna finish this guy off, stab him with a spear. I'm in combat. I'm trying to mount up and fly away. I have 20 seconds left. I shouldn't be freaking out. There we go. We're just gonna move away so I don't get insta-gibbed as soon as I come back out of the dungeon. Is this the first or the second half? I'm not sure, actually. Oh, it's the first half. Okay. I think the second half, where you have the actual final boss, is where you get the quest item, but I don't mind doing either of these parts. I'm assuming this will be relatively easy, because it is a heroic dungeon after all. And here comes the swirly hell. Wow, nobody even got hit by a single swirly. This group's not messing around. They're here to go to town. Oh yeah, these enemies are absolutely melting. This is very easy. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but these are getting absolutely melted. I'm about to get the easiest crests of my life as soon as the second part pops. I'm so glad. I think it's Dan Bacon. If it's not, I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad that Dan Bacon told me about this, because I thought that the heroic mode of this dungeon was going to be unlocked in 10.2.0, not in 10.1.7. So I just didn't even think of this, and that's awesome that they pointed it out to me. If you guys have any other tips for me, let me know in the comment. I read every single comment. I respond to each and every single one of them. Almost each and every single one of them. If I miss one, please don't be angry. It's nothing personal. I just didn't see it. Yeah, here we are on the first boss. He does his little jumping around thing, but I don't know how much they've nerfed it or made it easier for thingy thing. We're just gonna drop these off over to the side. Somebody didn't decide to move, but that's okay. Oh my god, the boss is almost dead. I don't know if this group is... Yeah, this group is blasting the DPS, so it's not even that it's so nerfed. It's more like they are DPSing. It's giving Whelpling Shadow Flame Crests. Yeah, this is not meant to be hard at all. Okay. For some reason, I expected this to be harder than it is, but I get it. Yeah, I barely have time to hit things, and they just fall over. My idea was to commentate on the mechanics, but I don't think I can even do that in this run because things are just dying so fucking quickly. Oh, okay. Guess we body pulled? tank was kind of just standing there watching it. So the tank is supposed to stand in the darker areas because those slow down the speed of the frontal cone, because the frontal cone has 2 parts. As DPS, you're supposed to stand in the lighter areas because the chrono fade that gets put on you should expire or be removed while you're standing in the white. Yeah, they died so fast I didn't even have time to finish that sentence. Yeah, I don't think you need to know the tactics for heroic mode. Heroic mode is basically, here, have some free loot. Oh, I wonder what the item level of the gear is that drops in here. So there's the accelerator. Oh, it's veteran. Okay. I mean, that's, I get it. It's veteran tier loot. I would imagine if you come in here with a bunch of people in blue items, it would probably be a bit rougher. I guess I'll just try to point out the absolute most important bits. Okay, this is legitimately the easiest loot of my life. Right, so on this boss, there's a mechanic where you get an orb that floats above your head and it's going to drop down on top of you. If that hits you, or if the debuff expires, I should say, you will get mind controlled. If it happens to someone else, it will also mind control them. It doesn't matter. It seems to be on me. It's not. So you can see it on this person, and that person passes it off to the tank. That's good. It was removed because the boss transitioned into the next phase because we're killing it so quickly. But that keeps happening during the entire fight. The way you get rid of that orb is you have the person who has the orb gets hit by Blight Reclamation, or you shift the phase again on the boss because you're killing it so quickly. But on Heroic, it obviously doesn't matter because you're just going to blast through it. On Mythic, however, you will need to use Blight Reclamation to get rid of that. And there we go, we got corrosion on ourselves. The boss is probably going to die before anything happens, but before this runs out, going to move it over. Does it actually run out on normal difficulty, or sorry, on heroic difficulty? I got a plate piece with haste versatility. Does any of the other plate wearers need that? This person has veteran. This person has champion, so no, nobody needs that. A vendor will enjoy it thoroughly. Maybe the next boss, Eridicron, actually does give heroic some trouble, because there's ways to get one shot if you don't position yourself where you're supposed to stand, which is on top of Chromie when she does the bubble and stuff. We'll see. The group we have seems to be a bunch of overgeared people for this content, so it's not exactly like they're gonna fail. The Chrono Weaver's channel actually does a shit ton of damage. We're gonna interrupt that. Never mind, the Shaman stunned it. I just used my interrupt on nothing. But I don't know why I'm bothering to do anything. The shit just dies in like 4 hits. Poor mage doesn't even have time to cast anything. All he can do is drop like his instant cast spells. And we're using hero. Okay, that person who has the giant circle should be standing on top of Chromie. They're gonna get insta-gibbed because they didn't know what to do with it. Now we need to stand and soak with Chromie together over here. Yeah, okay, so I can see this giving people some trouble on Eridicron because there are one-shot mechanics, right, that you need to think about. But he's almost at 90%. He's going to start doing his crazy cast. Yep, now we stand in the circle with Chromie. That gives us a huge haste and damage buff, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, damage, haste, all that good shit. And he has been defeated. Woo. Oh, so hard. Yes, Chromie, I agree. We can fix this. Let's go fix it. But first, let me grab my loot. And we got a veteran headpiece. I got 2 pieces of loot out of this. This is pretty good. Does this person need it? No. Oh, he has crit haste. Maybe he wants it. I'll ask in instance chat. There, I asked in instance chat if anyone needs them. I'd rather give it to someone who could get use out of the stats than sell it to a vendor. Don't get me wrong, I'll gladly sell it to a vendor, but still. Tank says he doesn't. What about the DK? DK just left, so I'm gonna take that as a no. And we have an Edge of the Void pop. We can get our quest completed. Good, good, good. I feel like I'm getting a lot more progress out of these random shitty queues than I am out of queuing for Echo. Here we go. We're running our cleave build because it's a cleave fight. I gotta admit, after the struggles with Echo, this is kind of nice, just blasting through some content. I'm gonna bubble. I don't feel like being stunned here. I really hate these. Alright, here we go with Sarkareth. Glittering Surge, we're going to use Field of Vengeance, because, you know, I really need to do that. It's LFR. Got to take it seriously. I probably take LFR more seriously than a lot of people take Heroic seriously. There's a Disintegrate on me. I'm just going to move out of the way. Actually, no, I'm going to point it at all these poor bastards here that are just not going to cleanse unless I do that for them. I don't think I hit very many people, because look at how many people still have the debuff. Yeah, man, I knew it was bad at single target DPS, but I really fucking suck at single target DPS. There's a second Glittering Surge. There were quite a few people who still had the debuff. We're not going to use any more cooldowns here because the boss is about to start floating away. When he floats away for the P2 transition, he takes reduced damage. Kind of just hitting him here to build up some holy power. There we go. We have 5 holy power, so when we come out of P2 transition, we'll be able to do a bunch of damage to him right away. We have 10 little floaty floats, so we're going to go and beat the shit out of him. I'm going to stay on him, and I'm just going to cleave the ads. I'm not going to put too much DPS into the ads directly, just going to passively cleave them. There's a bomb back there. We're going to go ahead and take care of that. Keep hitting the boss. Move into the thing. Get another 10 stacks of the buff. I don't know why I said it like that. Don't ask me. That's 10 stacks. We go in, or out, I guess, and we drop everything we have back on Sarkareth. We're going to use our incapacitating roar or blinding light to interrupt everything. I'm still too used to my druid after having played it for a month. Maybe a bit less than a month, but not much less. Okay, we're gonna have this big thing over here. I'm gonna bubble so I don't get knocked up, so I can stay here. And if I have a comet, I don't have a comet, so it was kind of wasted, but no big deal. We're going to stun this guy so that the scream doesn't go through. The void slash is on the other side of this, so we're good. Another set of cooldowns. When he does the winds, we're gonna stand in another swirly. I just intentionally stood in another swirly to be hit by it because it gives you stacks of oblivion. There we go. We're gonna go under. We can ignore the wind, and I can grab myself another stack of buffs here. Grab this. This, and we can go and DPS the boss again. Dump a bunch of cooldowns into him. I don't have anything to ignore this. I'm gonna have to actually move out, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Trying to cleave down the ads. The void slash is coming soon, I think. No, there's no void slash anymore. Good. The casts from the trash or the ads was interrupted by a monk with their AoE CC. That's good. Ascension coming again in a minute. Hide in 2 seconds. Honestly, I just accidentally stood in this. Did not actually want to go down right now. This is gonna suck. The second I come up, he's gonna do hide, but I have to go up, otherwise I'm gonna die. Hide in 4 seconds. There's the hide. Need to go stand in this. He should be dead here. I still have a few seconds left of my buff. That's good. Oh, we finally used time warp at 2% of the boss. Okay, well that's a thing, I guess. Huh. Raid Finder actually gives you champion tier. Voice of the Silent Star. I didn't know that. I thought it was veteran like the rest of it. I'm gonna need roll on that. Didn't win it, but that's okay. I got a Void Touched Curio. We're gonna ask if anybody needs that, because I don't. It gives you veteran tier pieces. Okay, I'm asking people to roll for it. Harry Potter rolled 89. Ooh, 89 versus 88 by Succubane. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like it goes to Harry Potter. Ooh, another person rolled a 2. There we go. We're gonna give it to Harry Potter. Enjoy it, Harry Potter. As you can now see, our quest is completed. We're gonna leave instance group. We're just quickly gonna finish up this world quest we have here, and then we're going to turn in the quest for the enchanted Wyrm's Shadowflame crest, and then we're going to craft an item. Oh, perfect. Somebody over here is actually killing all of these. Use the spear. There we go. We got the Drogbar rocks, and it even upgraded with leech. Damn, this game really likes me sometimes. Gonna Hearthstone to Valdraken, because that's where we need to go turn this in. Ambition looks like a little baby dragon next to these guys. There we go. We finally got it. Something we started trying to get like 4 hours ago. Holy shit. But now let's go craft another item. We're gonna go craft a Frostfire belt. For that, we need a Frosty Soul and a Fiery Soul. So we need the Zap Throttle Soul Inhaler. Just bought one. And we're going to need Frostfire Alloy, 13 of it. That's a 5,000 gold right there. 5,000? That's 5,000 gold right there. Sorry for bad England. Now let me Google which enemies I need to kill to get the Frosty and Fiery Soul. Oh, whoopsie. I also need a couple of empty soul cages, because you gotta put the cages in the souls. Wait, what? You gotta put the souls in cages. What? Again, sorry for bad Englando. This will take a moment. For the Frosty Soul, we gotta go to the Azure Span, so we're gonna go do that. I took some coordinates from a comment on Wowhead, and I'm just hoping it leads me to the correct place. It's a very upvoted comment. It's got like 296 upvotes, so I'm assuming that I can trust it. Okay, so there's supposed to be a Frosty Elemental over here. An Awakened Revenant. Ah, I see one down there. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm meant to channel this into them for 4 seconds. Using this item will bind it to you. Yes, I understand. Requires an empty soul cage. Did I not take the fucking soul cage? I did not take the soul cages out of the fucking mail. God damn it. I'm hoping there is a mailbox at this little outpost here, because I see a little flight path icon, so I'm hoping that there's a mailbox here. There is a mailbox. I am saved. There's a mailbox. Open that. Back to the Awakened Revenant. Oh no, they're killing it. I'm gonna taunt the Furbolg. I can't hit it without killing the guy. No. What? I mean, there's just other ones that I can go and hit, right? Oh, never mind. The fucking... Oh, shit. The poor Furbolg got fucked up. Using this item will bind it to me. That's okay. I'll still do it anyway. There we go. It's been fully channeled. Now I have 30 seconds to kill this thing. There we go. I've killed it. I got some kind of quest. Oh, this is like a storm thing. Okay, whatever. So I have an encaged Frosty Soul. In 15 minutes, it'll turn into a docile Frosty Soul, and then if I open that, I will get a Frosty Soul. And now I have to do the exact same thing for a Fiery Soul. Are there fire elementals here? Yeah, there's all sorts of elementals here, so I'm hoping that there's a fire one. Hello, yes. Am I blind? Are there really no fire elementals here? So the person on the Wowhead says that there are fire elementals here. I don't see a single one. I believe there are. I just need to find them. You would think the fire elementals would be over here where the fires are. Oh, there's an elemental storm. Okay, so there's like different enemies showing up. Okay, I feel stupid now. Well, the storm still lasts for another 57 minutes. So I'm going to try and find some other fire elemental to use this on. I think there are some over here in this fiery zone. Let's go see. Okay, there's an elite elemental, but that looks like an earth elemental, not a fire elemental. Ah, here's a fire elemental. Let's use the Zap Throttle Soul Inhaler on it. First things first, I'm going to stun this thing so it doesn't CC me or something while I'm channeling this. There we go. And now we're going to explode it. I hope that I waited for the 5-minute cooldown that it has. Or whatever. Yes, we have an encaged fiery soul. Okay, now we have to wait 15 minutes until that becomes a docile fiery soul, and then we can get the fiery soul out of it. This has 7 minutes left because I spent some time Googling trying to figure out what I needed to do because I couldn't understand. While I wait for that, I'm just going to queue for Dawn of the Infinite, Murazon's Rise. Apparently that's what you get the quest item from, so I kind of wasted time doing the first one. But it was fun. It was fun to find out that it's super easy to do. While I'm waiting for everything to happen, I'm just going to go do world quests for gold. Another queue pop in the middle of a world quest. Not finished with the world quest, but I'd rather go do the dungeon than get a bit of gold. I'm assuming this is going to be just as easy as the first half of the dungeon. Yeah, looking at how much damage that AoE just did to us, I'm pretty sure this is going to be just as easy. And at how fast things are dying. Here comes Tyr. I'm actually going to switch my loot spec. Hold on. I'm going to go holy loot spec because that hammer, the two-handed hammer that he has, is the coolest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. But it's an intellect weapon. So you have to be holy in order to get it as a paladin. Or holy loot spec, I guess. Come on, give me the weapon. Oh, I didn't get the weapon. Oh well. Gotta switch back to Retribution. If I had gotten the hammer, you can say goodbye to Ask Andy. I don't care. I would have been transmogging to that weapon 110% of the time. I don't know what that means, but yes, 110% of the time. Gotta wait for Chromie to give us the room. Oh shit, I don't actually have a bubble, so I can't ignore the hits. Okay. You have the room. We're going to go first. If you go first, it's actually easier because then they're trying to hit you and not the person that's in front of you. Okay. We got this. First try, baby. First try, baby. Let's go. Fucking easy mode, dude. Now let's open the way for anyone else who might need it. The other paladin is still trying to make his way through, or her way through, or their way through. Oh, I think they caved in and used the portal. There's no shame in that, friend. That little bullet hell thing can be pretty annoying, but it's a lot better of a gauntlet than... Oh shit. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't use my bubble so I can use it here so I don't get stunned forever, because it's a curse. That debuff is actually a curse. There's not many curse dispels that people get right off the bat. They have the talent into them, and I don't think monks can actually talent into that at all. God damn it, this fucking portals will always... I'll always step into one and derp out. Here's Morchi, the Pug Stomper. Let's see. I expect she has been significantly nerfed for heroic. Alright, let's see if we can find it pretty quickly. Oh, there's only 4 of them? It's the green one over there. People are just choosing to stand in it? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking at their health bars. They're barely moving. There's the time traps. She's almost dead. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be able to summon the ads at all. If she even does summon them on heroic difficulty, I have no idea. She died so fucking fast it doesn't even matter. 41.5 seconds. 444 Shadow Priest in the group who's absolutely destroying everything in it. Remember the first time I came in here, I stood outside and stared at this and was like, when is it gonna go away? I didn't realize that you're supposed to just walk through it. My group was a pre-made. I think I was like running with my guildies, and we were all literally standing in front of it, just staring at it. It's like, man, this animation's taking a long time. I wonder how long it's gonna take for it to go away. Oh, I'm tanking. There we go, tank's working on it. I'm just looking for the heal. I don't really mind the other casts going through it. Never mind, they're not even gonna get a heal. There's Anduin Lothar. So you're supposed to stand in such a way that when he does the big frontal cone thing, the shockwave, it doesn't hit the rest of these NPCs in the back so that he doesn't kill anything, so that he doesn't get a buff. Because the more NPCs he kills, the more buffs he gets. You can see he has 7 kills here. It's on me. He's gonna do the Blade Storm at me. I'm just gonna kite him around. I should probably just stand in it. It probably won't kill me, but oh well. I got a breastplate. It's a veteran haste mastery. Let's see. Does the paladin need it? No, he has a champion tier breastplate. A best plate? It is the best plate for him, isn't it? One thing that I didn't have time to point out about the fight that we just did is you want to focus the archers when the ads come. When you're horde, it's archers. When you're alliance, it's axe throwers. They'll do like a bleed that stacks. So if you don't kill them quick enough, the bleed will stack a whole bunch of times and it's going to really, really hurt. On heroic, as you can can see, it doesn't really matter. But on the proper Mythic difficulty, it's actually pretty rough, unless you're ridiculously overgeared. And once it's a Mythic Plus dungeon, it's definitely going to be important to focus the archers or the axe throwers. If you're in a cross-faction group, the enemies in the fight actually are determined by the party leader's faction. So if your party leader is Horde, you'll be fighting Anduin, Lothar, not Rin, obviously. And if your party leader is Alliance, you're going to be fighting Garrosh Hellscream. That's a cool looking mount. What the heck is that? Anglers, Water Striders? No, that's like a buff or something. What the hell is that mount called? I'm just going to interrupt this guy. If I see it again, if it's not like a random favorite mount, if they cast it again, I'm going to ask them what it is. Never mind, it's a random favorite mount. Now that one I could live without saying. What the, It's like a giant, dummy, thick trilobite. There's probably an actual name for this type of bug, and it actually exists, but it's, whatever it is, it's disgusting. We've been recording for 17.5 minutes, almost 18 minutes. This takes a long time to do, with all the cinematics and little RP bits, like this whole talking thing. I hope in Mythic Plus this is not a thing. I hope that the wall is gone and you can just run through. They've been good about it with other dungeons, so hopefully they do the same thing here. Sure what we're waiting on? The Paladin is... I'm just gonna hit it. Okay, Paladin also hit it. I'm not going to use my cooldowns, going to wait for the ads, then when the ads come, I'll start beating the shit out of the ads. There's an Infinity Orb, one person moves out, two people move out. We're going to try and slow it down. Never mind, we're just going to eat both of the orbs, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to drop all our shit on the Keeper. Now both people are standing in the orbs and not moving out of it. People just don't give a fuck about Heroic, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter too much because it basically just tickles. Where's my DPS? There's the Keepers. Let's go chase down the Keepers. Gonna mount up after them. Or not mount up, but use my thing. Can I stun them? You can't stun them. Obviously, you can't stun them. That would make life too easy. There's one, there's the other. Now we focus Chronolor Deus. He's dying midair. That's ridiculous. He's almost gone. Oh, I almost got sniped by the Paladin. He tried to move that on top of me. 2 million health, 1 million health, 500,000, 3, 2, and he's gone. There we go, and we got the quest. And we got a cinematic that I don't want to see. But yes, the quest. Rewind and reconcile. 2 Wyrm's Shadow Flame Crests. That's crazy. And 300 Flight Stones and 10 to boot. I'm already at 2k. I gotta upgrade something and use those Flight Stones before I do anything else. That is awesome. I'm gonna leave Instance Group. Again, Dan Bacon, thank you very much for pointing this out to me. I didn't think I could do this until the next patch, but it turns out I can. Just gonna finish up this world quest and then I'll head over to Valdraken and turn everything in. Oh, there's an alchemy thing here. Trade Skill Master blocked something. I'll put it on the bar and use it. I don't feel like reloading my entire UI just for that. Let's find another dragon to kill. That'll finish off the fucking world quest. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's the world quest. Let's go to Valdraken. I actually need to spend some Flight Stones. I don't have enough Wyrm's Shadow Flame Crests to upgrade anything, because with the 2 that I'll get from the quest, I'm going to have another 3, and I'm going to use that to craft another item. I already have an enchanted Wyrm's Shadow Flame Crest that I'm supposed to use for the Fiery Soul thing, the Frostfire Belt, which I now actually can make. Good, good, good. So I guess what I'll upgrade is this Drogbar Rocks. That's 200 stones, good. Just to keep me away from the cap. And while I'm here, I'm just going to vendor some shit, because I really don't need any of that. Oh, I have 2,000 Elemental Overflow. That means I can buy this mount. Yes. More mounts. Yes. Oh, we opened the Frosty Soul and the thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. There we go. Fiery Soul and Frosty Soul. Or, yeah. Okay, we opened our thing. We got the Frosty Soul and the Fiery Soul. We now actually have everything we need. Oh, where is my FPS going? We now actually have everything we need to craft a Unstable Frostfire Belt. So before I even turn in the quest to Nosdormu, I'm going to try and find myself a crafter. We have been whispered by Pion CD. All right, I'm going to send it to Pion CD for 5,000 gold. I feel like that's a fair price. Hopefully we get it. I'm assuming they're going to keep recrafting until they get it to 5-star. Hopefully they don't ask me for the recrafting materials, but I think it's just the alloy. If I have to go get souls again, I'm going to be really upset, but I don't think that's how it works. They say no proc, so I got a 4-star. Now I need to send it with recraft. Please tell me I don't... Oh, okay, good. Jesus Christ, I was worried. Let's put in 5 Frostfire alloys. It's going to end up being more expensive. It's another 2,000 gold just for the Frostfire alloys, god damn. So we're sending a recraft order to try and get it into a 5-star craft. We're sending all of our own mats, and we're sending a commission of 1 silver because we've already paid the guy to make us the 4-star one. Or the gal, I don't know. Or the non-binary individual. I never use this mount. Here it is. It's not a particularly good looking mount. Big old crawly boy. Look at him. He looks happy. He looks like he's smiling. Yeah, he looks like he's smiling. Look at that goofy smile. Yeah, look how happy he looks. God damn. Oh my god, that's actually really, really cute. Holy shit. Okay, well, we didn't get a proc again. So we have to go buy 5 more Frostfire alloy. The cost of doing business. I don't even know if the Frostfire alloy is currently overpriced or not. Like, I don't have a reference point. I've not made this item before. Even on my main, I have a different item because I focused on raiding on it. So I had the single target, not the Frostfire belt. Oh well, not much I can do other than keep sending it to this person and hoping for a proc. Most crafters have like a 40-something% proc chance with inspiration. I can definitely see why people might skip doing this until they can craft the 447 version, because then you only have to craft it once. You don't have to keep buying these Frostfire alloys over and over again. Luckily, I've been able to fire up a good bit of gold, so this doesn't hurt too bad. Okay, they say they have 43% chance, so I'm just very, very unlucky. I guess we keep buying Frostfire alloy. I mean, 2,000 gold isn't that bad, to be honest. And the belt is good enough, so I don't mind. Here we go again. Come on, Pion. Give me that 5-star. Oh, thank fuck. Thank you, Pion. You have helped me get a good slot of gear. Slot of gear? I mean, yeah, I guess I could say it like that. I am replacing a hero tier item with a 437 item. I don't care because I don't have the aspect crests to turn the hero tier item into a 441 item. And the embellishment means a lot more than the 4 item level that I would get from this being a hero tier item at 441 versus this being at 437. So overall, the embellishment is worth it. I'm gonna equip that. That actually does increase my item level. I mean, it didn't bump it up by a whole 1, but the belt I was wearing was 428 and this is 437 that I'm wearing now. Now we're gonna go speak to Nosdormu and get another 2 Wyrm Crests, and then we're gonna craft bracers. Or maybe I should craft something else. Maybe I should craft boots. I'm thinking now. Could also craft the necklace. Oh, this is in the... Okay, derp. I thought I was supposed to speak in Nosdormu at the seat of the aspects, but I'm supposed to speak to Nosdormu over there. Derpy derp. I just realized. The belt. The belt is visible. Quickly. Crash landing. Emergency landing. Transmog. Oh, okay, good. We're back to being naked. I was worried there for a second. Hi, Nosdormu.
Thank you, champion.
You're welcome, Lifebinder. Now, give me the fucking loot. Think I did this out of the goodness of my own heart? I want the loot. I'm not going to open this, even though it has 300 flight stones. The reason is because I have 190 flight stones until I'm capped. So I'm just going to waste a bunch of flight stones from here. And that's not a good thing. I will open these, though, and get that money. Okay, now we have 3 Wyrm's Shadowflame Crests again. We're going to go craft a enchanted Wyrm's Shadowflame Crest. And then I'm going to try and decide whether I want to make boots, a necklace, or wrists. The reason I would go for wrists is because I think the ideal thing is to get the wrists that give you versatility for each ally within whatever range. That makes a lot of sense to me because the best stat for a Retribution Paladin is versatility, so I think I'm going to get those. But first I need to get the materials for the enchanted crest. The more I think about it, the more I realize that it's probably not a good idea to craft embellished items at 437, because if you're crafting embellished items, you can't get a guarantee to get 437. You have to keep recrafting because the embellishment makes it more difficult to craft the item. Yeah, I guess I'm already committed to it, so I may as well just keep sending money that way. But yeah, there we go. The allied wrist guards of companionship. You get versatility for every ally within a 30-yard radius. You gain blah versatility for every ally in a 30-yard radius, stacking up to 4 times. And the 46 that it says right now, that's because of the 382 item level. At a higher item level, it would actually give you more versatility. So we need the trophy necklace, and we need obsidian seared alloy. It's gonna be another one of those expensive ones, isn't it? At least I don't have to go get the fucking fiery and frosty soul. That shit was also expensive because I needed to buy this soul inhaler thing that costs 2.2k, and then a couple of souls as well, or soul cages. Get the trophy necklace and get the obsidian seared alloy. 8 of them for 3.2k. Ooh. Okay, now we have those mats. We're gonna go craft the crest, and once we have the crest, we'll craft the wrist guards. Yeah, this person is saying that I send it to Adelaide for free and that they can craft anything else after that. I'm just gonna send them a message in the note to crafter saying I didn't have any free, so here's 1,000 gold. Sorry. I feel like that'll be nice. Let them know I sent it because they probably have to log over to that character. There's some really nice people out there that are just gonna craft things for you for free. I mean, that's ridiculous. They spent time working on their professions and then they do stuff for free for you just to help you out. That's so nice. Honestly, I wish I could take this back and I could send them for 2k. They're also asking me what item I need that crest for. I told them it's the allied wrist guard of companionship, rank 5. So maybe if they can make it, I don't have to look for a crafter. They can just do it for me right away. All right, they're done with the crest and they're telling me to send it to them. That's awesome. We're going to set 4-star minimum quality. I'm going to put 5,000 gold in because I think that's fair. Paste their name in and send it to Banshee. Tell them that I sent it so they know. And let's see how many recrafts we need this time. I think it was 3 recrafts for the belt. I hope I get lucky here and I don't have to keep buying the obsidian seared alloys because they cost quite a bit as well. Oh, it looks like we got the rank 5 first try. Hell yeah. Thank you, Banshee. Very, very nice. And we can actually use our Volcanic Sculptor on one of these. I'm going to put it on the belt. It doesn't really matter, actually, because we're going to keep both. But yeah, now we need to buy a new wrist enchant. So we need enchant, bracer, devotion of avoidance. And I think I'm going to splurge a little bit. And we're going to get the shadowed belt class, rank 3 for our belt. Because it is a crafted belt. I'm not going to be replacing it. So there's no risk of me wasting this gold. We're just going to buy it for 9k gold. I know it's expensive and it's probably a waste, but it feels nice to have a fully enchanted character, so we're gonna go for it. And an energized Emerald for our new socket on our belt. Enchant the wrist, enchant the belt, pop the gem into the belt, and there we go. We are absolutely dripping. I also need to hide that wrist right away. I just realized that my wrist was showing, or like the armor of the wrist. So I have to make sure I hide that because we gotta stay naked. Okay, that took a bit of doing. That took a bit of time to actually get done. It took me like 25 minutes just to have everything crafted with all the recrafts and whatnot. Actually, it took me a shit ton longer because I had to go get the Frosty Souls and whatnot. But yeah, it was worth it though. This is going to increase our damage by quite a bit. This is a 30.8k damage over time effect for 10 seconds and a slow, so we have a bit of CC. Paladins don't have a slow otherwise, so this is kind of useful, but it's only when enemies die, so it's not that useful, which it can also be a hindrance when you have Sanguine, because you're going to slow enemies down inside of Sanguine maybe, but that's the tank's problem. And here we have 62 versatility for every ally within 30 yards. Every bit of versatility helps. We want as much as we can get. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Today has been a productive day. At this point, I have no idea how long this video is. I have been playing for a very long time. I've been playing for 6 hours, but I haven't been recording for most of it because a good few hours I just did quests, trying to do the thing for Sarkareth. I think I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'll try to get into another Echo and Sarkareth group, because I'd really like to finish Aberrus in this episode. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Oh, allied riskers work even for just like people that aren't in your party. Cool, because I have 4 stacks now. That's nice. That makes them even better. Holy shit. Anyway, it's food time. Well, I'm back after eating, and honestly, the longer I sit in queue, the more I regret leaving that first group I had in the day. By the way, if you're wondering why I don't start my own, that's because if I am to, well, actually, I can't even do that while I'm queued. Well, I've been declined, so now I can. If I started, I can't actually change this because Blizzard wants me to use the SMS activator. Sorry, the SMS protect. I can't do that because I have my main account that uses my phone number, and I only have one phone number, and I can't use the same phone number for 2 separate accounts. So this bullshit authenticator thing that's supposed to protect against bots, which it doesn't do even slightly, by the way. I can't get through that, so I can't actually change the title of this. The way I can host keys is basically it'll just fill in the information for your key when you go and make a dungeon group. So I have a 13 key for an Eltharian's Lair. That's what it automatically filled it out with. That's how I can host, but I can't change the title or anything like that, which is actually an issue for hosting raids because nobody really wants to join Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible Mythic. Why is it Mythic? Heroic? Or don't want to join it if the title doesn't say what boss you're at. And I'm supposed to say that I'm an Echo because that's what I have my lockout for. Anyway, that's an entirely different rant, but yeah, I'm really struggling to get into a group here. Let's take another look. Heroic Echo is what we're going to type in. Try to join this group. This group has 5 healers, which means they want 2 more DPS. This group also has 5 healers, but they're going for 2, 4, 14, so I guess they're kicking 1 healer. I don't get it. I queued up for it anyway. I don't give a shit. If they don't want me, they can decline. If they want me, they can invite, and that's it. Yeah, this group already has 14 DPS. We actually got invited. I can't believe it. My guess is the person isn't being very picky about who they invite, so we're gonna have a rough time, but I'm gonna stick around as long as I can because holy shit. I'm gonna go sit in front of Echo and hope for the best. I'm getting started with the trash. Looks like we're actually doing this. Make sure I kick that cleansing fire. The group is taking a good while to form. Just gonna use our Shield of Vengeance there to get knocked back and stand in that and keep DPSing. Should not cost us or a life. Okay, we got the next group coming in. The green scale should be our priority because he casts a heal. Scale guard should be stunned when he does his shield circle thingy bubble. Hopefully we don't take them too far away so that I can stay in the thingy, in the purple zone, because the purple zone actually gives you a buff. Yes, here it is. Azure Might, 50% more damage done. I guess we're still waiting for the group to form. We need another 2 healers, and then we can run with 2, 5, 18. It's happening. Almost half an hour after I've joined the raid. It's happening. We're gonna do the boss. I don't care how bad the group does. I'm not leaving unless I'm kicked. It was so fucking hard to get into this group. Not this group specifically. It was so hard to get into a group. I'm just not leaving until I'm fucking done with this. Oh, yes, finally. Are we in the right? We are in the cleave spec. Good, good, good. Build, talent, whatever. Keep calling them specs. They're not specs, they're builds. But you get what I mean. Trying to get behind the boss would be ideal if we could move the boss just a little. Thank you. That way I don't get parried. Rushing Darkness coming in. Let's see if there's any wall breaks. There's one dude that doesn't know where to go. Of course. 3 stacks of the wall break, and we don't even get a wall break to the next zone, so we have to do more wall breaks. That's always good. We're going to not blessing, but oh man, this is gonna be real fucking hard. The healer is very, very undergeared. The raid lead is very, very undergeared. He's already deady. He's already dead. I don't know if I should battle res him. I don't think I should. Okay, another person that's standing over there breaking walls when they shouldn't be, but at least the tank can potentially just not break more walls. One of our tanks is dead. We're going to go ahead and battle res this. We're gonna taunt that. We're gonna battle res. Okay, we managed to make it work. Now let's see if we can keep going. I helped out by bringing the one tank back. Raid lead is saying just wipe it. I'm tempted to agree with that assessment. I don't know. I mean, it's 3 dead, make that 4 dead. I don't know. Not looking too hot. Let's be honest. Not looking too hot right now. But I'm not the one making mistakes. I'm not doing amazing DPS, but I'm not the one making horrible mistakes. We've already pushed it into phase 2, actually. So this is looking better than any of the pulls that we did on the first group we got into. They are calling the wipe. So we're going to go stand and shit. We're going to sit down. No stand and swirlies. Boop. I am a swirly collector. Where are the swirlies? Let me help by killing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, cool. Right as we summon everyone after reforming, after the wipe, one of the tanks goes offline. That's always a good sign. Okay, we found the new healer. Oh, sorry, new tank. And then one of our DPS says he's gonna go smoke. Are you fucking shitting me? Or he's not going, I guess? I don't know. Were you doing a ready check? Please, RNGizus, make this the run that I need it to be. I'm actually going to focus and try and kill the boss this time because I'm tired of trying to do this fight. So far so good. Nobody doing anything stupid yet. I say yet. One person got left on the other side. I don't see who it is. Oh, they didn't. Very nice. But somebody did break 3 walls with Rushing Darkness, so that's wonderful. Okay, this is looking really good, actually, even with that blunder on the wall break early on. Okay, we're transitioning phase. We're not going to get the big zone. That's good. I am saving my cooldowns for when the ad becomes targetable, which should be soon. There it is. Switching to the ad. I want that ad dead immediately. Heading to the next ad. Waiting for the next set of corrupted. This guy's hitting the wrong fucking thing. He's dead, though.
Run out.
Putting my shit on the ad. I'm going to move over here so nobody has to worry about me blowing them up. They can see exactly where I am and where I'm going to end up. Because there's a lot of people that try to sit there on the boss for a little bit longer and then they fucking blow up on top of people when they move out of the way. It's really stupid in my opinion. I don't know where I'm running. Rushing Darkness is going to break some walls. Only 1. That's good. No, it's 3. I'm gonna shield the vengeance here because I just don't feel safe. 2 corrupted over there. They're beating the shit out of the
run out.
Absorb shield. I'm getting the circle again. I'm gonna move over here just so people know where I'm gonna stand. Using divine protection here to reduce the damage I'm taking. You can switch to the ad. I'm gonna lay on hands myself because I'm fucking almost dead. We just barely survived that. I'm glad we did, because I think we can kill this ad now, go into P3, and maybe potentially kill the boss. Therian doesn't take any damage anymore once he reaches 35%-ish, so there's no point in actually cleaving there. I was just single targeting the ad, trying to not get separated. Doesn't matter too much right now, because he will bring down the walls. We need to nuke the ads so they don't kill one of our tanks after the Calamitous Strike thing goes through. Okay, Ebon Destruction, we're gonna go really far away, trying to find one that no one's standing in. Okay, 2 didn't go through. We're going to drop all our cooldowns again on him because there's ads coming through as well. We're going to try and cleave the ads while beating the shit out of him. Rushing Darkness isn't being pointed at any breakable walls. That's good. This is looking good. This is looking like a kill. This group can probably also kill Sarkareth, just as long as we don't get killed by someone with the knockback. Find shelter. We're going to stand over here, try and DPS him long range. He's almost dead. When I try to give lay on hands to someone, it's on fucking cooldown. I'm just trying to burn down the boss now. I am cleaving the ads just to reduce the damage being taken by the tanks, because the tanks are yo-yoing pretty hard. I'm going to bubble and stay on... I can't bubble and stay on top of him. I'm going to bubble anyway. I tried to help that guy, but I couldn't. Okay, the boss is dead. He's dead. He's fucking gone. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. Crit haste ring. I have crafted rings. We're gonna greed. Greed. No ass candy, but I don't really care. I just want to get this done and over with so I can have curves. So next week I can join a lot more easily. Holy shit, that was a pain in the ass. 93k DPS. I find that unlikely. I guess it's because of the padding on the ads. Oh, we do have an augmentation of upgrade. That explains my DPS, because I don't do great on boss fights in general. Now the question is, are we actually going to do Sarkareth? The tanks seem to be staying, and the tanks did great, so I don't know, we'll see. I'll give it a shot, because it's so fucking hard to get into groups when you're not an overgeared DPS. It's just ridiculous. I spent most of my day just trying to get into something, and I greed rolled for something and won it. Probably should have passed on it because I can't even use it to turn it into an item to actually sell it. Well, I guess we gotta wait for the raid leader to reform the group. I also just realized that the raid leader has like 200 item level or something, 266. I inspected him. He's wearing items that are 300 and something item level. I don't know why it's saying 400. I don't know why it's saying 200 item level when I look at the details thing, because the lowest item level he has equipped is like a 300 something, 347 there, the time warped. So I genuinely don't understand how details is figuring that out. Weird math, I guess. Whew, a lot of people just left the raid group. I think it was like a 5-man pre-made. Well, your boy gonna sit here and see what happens. Well, the raid leader left, so we are going to Hearthstone out. We're gonna craft our Wyrm Crest. We're gonna upgrade Ass Candy, hit that 428 item level, and upgrade our little thingy here in the bottom left corner, and we're gonna get started looking for a Sarkareth group. All right, I've applied to 5 groups. Now we hope for the best. Looks like there's a lot more Sark groups than there were Echo groups, so I have a higher potential chance of actually getting invited, I guess. Oh shit, we actually got invited. That was faster than I expected it to be. What's the group looking like? Oh my, that's a lot of 440s. Like a lot of 440s. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable in this group. Flying to Aberrus today for like the 5th time. I'm just gonna stick to this group until it downs it. I learned my lesson from the first group today. I joined a group that was kind of struggling, and I left after like 4 or 5 pulls because the group wasn't improving. And in fact, I think our second pull was the best one, and then it just kept going downhill. Then I did a bunch of other stuff, managed to get into a group for Echo after a very long time, and now I pretty quickly got into Sarkareth as well. So I'm just gonna hope for the best here. I'm not leaving until the group kills it, or I'm kicked, or the raid leader leaves or something, because that usually means the group is dead. But yes, now we wait for the group to form, and then hopefully we kill Sarkareth, and I don't have to do this until next week. But next week I will have Curve if I manage to do it today, and it'll be a lot easier to get into groups when you already have Curve. So that's great. Clearing this trash again, just trying to get to the boss. Groups forming relatively quickly. We already have buff tanks. We have a couple of healers, it looks like, as well. DPS is pretty high overall. I am hopeful. If this ends up being a one-shot, that will be so fucking nice. Okay, we're going with a 239 kind of group. I'm okay with that. I just want this to be done. I really don't care about how much loot we drop from here. Even if it's just 2 pieces, I don't care. Just let me go. Here we go. Pull number 1 of Sarkareth on Heroic. Shield of Vengeance for the Glittering Surge. Make sure I don't get knocked back into the bomb. I want to stand in the breath just for 1 tick so I clear. Trying to not stand in the bomb explosions. Gonna use my Shield of Vengeance here, which is not ideal because I'd like to have it for Glittering Surge, but I had to walk through some bombs and I don't like that. Probably not the right call, but I'm just scared. I don't want to die. Hold me. There's a Glittering Surge. I don't have anything to help myself survive, really. I'm gonna use a health stone here just to stay healthy. I used all my defensive I used all of my defensives while I was trying to get through the phase. Try and grab 10 of these little things. That's 8, 9, 10, and there we go. We're upstairs, waiting for the interrupt. Tanks are not here, so I'm not going to use it. Tank is here. Tank interrupted. Good. I'll leave it to him. I'm gonna use all my cooldowns. Make sure I don't stand in the breath. Following him around, we're going to cleave the ads. Blossoms are coming through. We're good. I don't have to move. Ads are being interrupted. I'm going to interrupt this one. Somebody beat me to it. Still cleaving. Good. Ads are dead. That's the important thing. We have bombs coming through. People pick those up. This is the first time in I don't know how long where I didn't have to actually worry about picking up bombs. Okay, knockback went through without issue. We have a tank dead. We're battle resing the tank instantly. No question. There we go. He accepted it. All is well. Looking at the null glimmers. Null glimmers are not going to be in the thingy things. We're going to AoE interrupt them with our blinding light. Not feeling this, but the DPS is high, so the null glimmers will die. Just looking for whatever I need to interrupt. I have 5 stacks. I'm going to stand and shit so I go down and I can grab these. I want to reset my stacks so I'm not taking too much damage. That's 10 stacks. I'm going to go in. Okay, somebody picked up the bomb. Good. I was about to do it anyway. I don't have an AoE CC, but I can interrupt. There took a second to find them. I need to adjust my plater a little bit. The health bars are too close together. I need to spread them apart. Okay, that's P3 transition. Everyone's alive for P3. That's good. It's a good first pull for a pug. We need to drop meteors on the orange marker once P3 begins. We have to go there. Tanks go to the middle. Okay. Person with the thingy thing is supposed to stand behind everyone else so that he knocks us forward. Okay, he just killed some people by doing that. I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. Did he kill people? Yeah, we lost one of the warlocks. We have Bloodlust going through, stunning one, hurtling barrage. I'm gonna go out of the group. I have my Shield of Vengeance going. I have 6 stacks. I should go down. I should grab that bomb. I'll grab the other bomb, because I need to go down anyway, because I have 6 stacks. There we go. We're going down. There's quite a few people dead. It's looking rough. A tank died again. Something exploded upstairs. Ooh, I don't know. Yep, that's a wipe. We're just going to jump off. The wipe was called. Okay, so not a bad first pull for a pug. People seem to know what to do. There were just some, warm-up issues going on. The knockback on P2 killed a person. That was pretty rough. Or I should say on P2 to 3 transition, the knockback killed some people when we were dropping meteors. The mage blinked from there to here, knocked everyone to this side, so somebody fell off. I think it was the warlock. Everybody else kind of got lucky. That could have been a lot more people dead. What the mage was supposed to do was stand behind everyone else, so behind the orange marker, so that once the meteors fall down and they are dispelled, everyone gets knocked forward. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this group. I feel like we can definitely kill it. All right, here's pull number 2. Gonna try and save my second Shield of Vengeance for the Glittering Surge. That felt very nerve-wracking, and I didn't use my first one here either. I'm just stupid. I just wanted to get my damage out. Okay, somebody fell off right at the start, and it's a healer. We're gonna have to battle res them. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the ass and cost us a wipe later when we need to battle res somebody else and don't have one. I'm gonna stand in this breath, trying to avoid these. Jesus. Yeah, I had to. I'm just scared for my life here for a second. I'm spending more time looking at health bars than I am at DPSing, which is probably wrong. All right, we're gonna use all our shit. Disintegrate. I'm gonna move out of the group. Hopefully this person realizes and moves. Okay, good. Trying not to get hit by shit. Another disintegrate. Gotta be careful for that one. Use. Oh, we have 1 down from Glittering Surge. I'm gonna off heal here because hitting the boss doesn't do much for me. Yeah, we're a CR down and 1 person's dead. Not one of the top DPS, so I think it's playable. Like we can keep going. That's not a diss to them. It's just that with the damage distribution of the group, they weren't near the top. Can't reach the boss like this, so I'm just gonna wait for an interrupt. There it is. I have all my haste, so I'm going to go ahead and drop everything on Sarkareth. Now I'm gonna switch to the ads. Back to Sarkareth now that he's back. If I need to, I will AoE CC. No, I don't need the AoE CC. I can save it for later. I can't stand behind the boss, unfortunately, because that would be standing in shit, so I'm gonna get parried a little bit here. Okay, there's a knockback coming from here right behind me. You should get knocked back now. That's good. Good dispel. I only have 2 stacks, so I don't feel the need to go down under. I do have AoE CC available for the ads when I need to. Infinite Duress coming from there. I'm gonna get knocked back into nothing nasty, I hope. Yeah, nothing nasty. Good. Gonna go over here, gonna AoE CC. There's a bomb coming in. They're grabbing the bombs all as well. There's another bomb. Somebody else is grabbing it. I only have 3 stacks, so I don't have to. Oh, I can't CC these ads. They need to die. That's gonna hurt. I have 7 stacks. I need to go down. I just stood in too much shit, so I got 7 stacks. Okay, came up for P3 transition. Helped kill a couple of ads. We have 2 dead at P3 start. Not horrible. Infinite Duress should go further behind us. This is good. Trying to stand behind the boss, just dropping everything I have on the boss now. Interrupt this, stun this. There's a bomb there, nobody's grabbing it. I'll grab it. Stand in shit. Need 1 more stack. Something hit me, please. There we go. We're going under with the bomb. That's good. Waiting for the bomb to blow up. I'm gonna grab the little stacks, the buffs. There we go. We can just blast the boss. We're gonna interrupt this thing, actually. We're gonna fucking put our damage on the ad. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to use my cooldown on the ad. We're going back to here. I guess we stack here. They want us to stack here. That's good. I can do that. Battle res on the tank. We had it up. That's good. Looking for bombs. There's 1 wood bomb. It's going in over there. Is somebody grabbing it? Somebody is grabbing it. That's good. I'm gonna use another set of cooldowns here. I think that's good. Hurtling Barrage coming in soon. Gonna interrupt one of these. Hurtling Barrage on me. It's coming from over there. We're gonna try and position on this side to make sure nobody else gets hit by it. Divine Protection myself. It unfortunately went through the middle. That's not where I wanted it to go. That's my bad. Standing in a pillar of light to hide. Ideally, I would be going under for this phase, or like for this intermission thing, but I couldn't. These null glimmers should die. We need someone to sacrifice and clear some of these pillars. Good, that guy's sacrificing. Very good. Only 3 people dead. Knee deep into P3. This knockback is not looking great. It's gonna kill us if it goes off there. I'm just gonna grab this bomb and stand in shit. Yeah, that knockback killed us. I don't know what that person was thinking, but he killed both of the tanks. I was watching him and I was nervous the entire time. You saw me like shut up. I just didn't know how to process his positioning. He got kicked. I think next pull we kill it though. Alrighty, attempt number 3. I feel like this is the one. Hopefully this time we don't have a healer fall off the edge. Gonna use Shield of Vengeance for the Glittering Surge. I'm gonna stand on the Searing Breath with Divine Protection up. There's another Disintegrate up on me. I don't know where to stand other than right here. I'm going to use Divine Protection to try and survive this. I got hit by one of the stuff, one of the little things that drop from the fucking ceiling. Little red swirlies, fire swirlies, whatever. I'm freaking out for some reason. Everything is going fine and I'm freaking out for some reason. Next Glittering Surge. We're using Field of Vengeance. We're going down. We're going to collect our little buffs. Just going to heal myself a little bit while I'm waiting to go down. Be nice and healthy when I come back up. Grab 10 stacks. Wait a little bit. Grab one more. Go in. Okay, we're managing to keep these guys in the thing. Void Bomb coming through. Somebody should grab that immediately. Somebody did grab it. Somebody should grab this one. They're grabbing it. Good. Trying to stand behind the boss. There we go. I'm managing to. Infinite Duress is coming soon, I think. There's the Infinite Duress on Nikori. They are positioning on the outside. I'm going to position here so when I get knocked back from them, I don't fly through this shit. There we go. That's good. Stack high because I'm standing in shit. I didn't even realize that's my bad. Yeah, I'm going to go and clear my stacks by going down. Just going to grab at least a few of these. Didn't manage to grab 10, but this is good enough. Hit Sarkareth when he hits 40%, he's going to go down. Just another Void Bomb there. They're grabbing the Void Bombs. He's going to summon some ads before he goes down. I'm going to try and DPS them down as quickly as possible. He's going to fly off now because he hit 40%. We're going to finish off the ads, and then P3 transition will start. Just a little bit short on the damage there for P3, but it works out. We'll just finish off these ads. We have plenty of time to finish them. Okay, stack on orange. Tanks need to move it a little bit more. I'm just going to stand a bit further behind these guys. There we go. I mean, okay. Tactic isn't usually to cleanse the person as soon as the swirlies drop and then one of the priests pulls the person. I was expecting that. That didn't happen. They're not going to battle res me because I'm not one of the top DPS. So now I get to watch this group kill Sarkareth and I get to, you know, sit here, contemplate existence. I should have bubbled there. I think what I should have done straight up was just bubble. Second CR is coming up soon. I would really, really, really like it if I could get CR'd. I guess we're just going to commentate the fight. Currently the ads should be being burnt down. They are being burnt down pretty well. They're healing. There's no Desolate Blossoms to stop the healing though. Bombs are coming down. Hunter's grabbing a bomb. Ads are finally dead. Void Slash went through. One of the tanks only has it. That's good. Nobody else in the group has Void Slash. The bombs are standing in shit to go down. That's good. Hurtling Barrage is coming through. I'm not sure who it's on. I can't really see. They're hurling Barrage on this person. They are standing away from the group so the hurling Barrage comes through and doesn't hit anyone else. That's good. Both the bombs and the Void Slash managed to go down without issue. Everyone's hiding successfully. That's good. The boss is in a decent position to get DPS'd. Not ideal for melee, but there is plenty of range, so that's good. We're looking to see if we are going to soak this or sacrifice it. It looks like a sacrifice play. They're going to clear these comets by sacrificing on top of them. They will die, but they will clear comets, which will reduce the damage being taken by the group later on during the hide phase. We have a knockback coming from that spot. That's a really good idea. It's going to knock everyone into the platform, not off of the platform. Sarkareth is down to 4%. This is the kill for sure. Hurtling Barrage coming through. This person has it. They're going to kind of send it through the middle of the room because it's coming from there. Never mind. It's coming from here onto them. It's working out. Bit of AoE damage to the group, but it doesn't really matter. Sarkareth is dead. Nice job. It sucks that I couldn't participate in that kill, but I'll take it. Only 2 pieces of loot because there's only 14 people in the group. I'm gonna need roll on this. 100 roll. Oh, that feels so undeserved because I was dead for the whole fight, basically. Or like half the fight, I should say. That feels so bad. Oh, man. But, hear me out. Big damage. Oh, man. Am I actually going to win it? That's ridiculous. That was a great group. These guys were really good. It turns out it's 6 or 7 of them are from the same guild. So it was more of a guild run than a pug. But I joined as a pug, so I feel okay with that regarding my challenge, because my challenge is a pug only to 2.8k. And besides, this is not Mythic Plus, so I guess it's not directly tied to the challenge, but still. Oh, we even got a Draconic Mark of Mastery because we got Curve. We got Curve sooner than we got 2k rating, which is not surprising because I have actually been neglecting Mythic Plus quite a bit. I'm gonna go see if I can get a higher item level piece of tier gear using the Draconic Mark, but yeah, we got a 4 out of 5 Beacon to the Beyond. That is going to be replacing our Mark of Dargrul. That's ridiculous. I've been very, very lucky with gear on this character. It's not even funny. Like, legitimately, I have just been blessed by RNGesus on this character. We're going to make a WeakAuras for that. What the hell? I can't find the trinket icon. Yeah, if you type Beacon to the Beyond, it doesn't actually show it. Yeah, if I type in Beyond, it's not there either. I'm going to have to look up on Wowhead. Okay, we're going to try and use dynamic information instead of the fallback icon. Okay, there we go. Beacon to the Beyond actually works. Okay, it's going to be over here. It's going to be glowing. I think I'm going to add a condition to make it only glow when it's in combat. So all of, and then if trigger 1 is active, that means that the cooldown is up. And if I am in combat, true. There we go. So now it'll only glow when I'm in combat and it's off of cooldown. That's ridiculous though, dude. This trinket is going to do so much damage. I really feel bad about being dead for pretty much half the boss fight, especially for being dead in the hard part of the boss fight, which is P3. P1 and 2 are pretty easy. P3 is where you have to kind of prove that you know what you're doing. I mean, we did do 3 pulls, and the first 2 pulls I did okay in P3, but the last one I died because, I don't know, I just expected a different way of handling the mechanic where I stood with the knockback behind everyone, expecting to get dispelled so that people are moved out of the meteors. And after being dispelled, I expected to get pulled by one of the 2 priests that we had towards the group so that I don't get killed by the meteors. That did not happen. What happened instead was I just died to the meteors. So what I should have done was just use my bubble to knock people back, force the dispel basically, and that would have worked a lot better. But what can I do? I was also hoping for a CR. I didn't get a CR, even though we didn't need them in the end, but I get the play is to make sure you don't need the CR, save it for a tank or something, or a healer. That was the right call, I should say. But okay, let's take a look at this Draconic Mark of Mastery if we can get an item that's actually better. This would be Hero 4 out of 5 shoulders instead of the Hero 1 out of 5 shoulders that I have. All of my tier pieces are Hero, so I should see where I can actually get the most. And it looks like it is actually... I don't want to get the chest piece because the chest piece I'm going to craft at some point, but it looks like we're going to take these shoulders because we're going to go from Hero 1 out of 5 to Hero 4 out of 5. So I'm going to grab the shoulders. That's 3 upgrades that I don't have to do with flight stones or anything. I'm just going to summon our mount really quick because we got to stay naked. Okay, between the beacon and the new shoulders, I'm now at 429 item level, and I have been playing for pretty much the entire day now because I've spent most of my time waiting for shit to happen in a queue or doing quests. I spent about 2 hours doing quests and then about 5 hours of queues and 1 hour of actually playing the fucking game. So it's been an interesting day, and this is gonna be hell to edit, but yeah, usually I do my outro in Valdrakken, but this time around we're going to do it over here. So a little recap of the day as I remember it. We started off very optimistic. We were going to really quickly go and do Aberrus Heroic, Echo of Neltharion, and Sarkareth as a 420, I believe that was 6 at that point, 426 Paladin, Ret Paladin I should add. I got into a group that was failing miserably on Echo of Neltharion. I decided to leave that group because I got into it relatively quickly, so I was thinking, okay, you know, I'll get invited again to a different group, maybe I'll get better chances. I took a risk there, basically. That did not work out at all. I ended up just taking literal hours to get into another Echo of Neltharion group on Heroic because nobody wants to take the risk by inviting someone who's low item level. And after seeing how some people play on Echo of Neltharion, I completely understand. You have no guarantee other than the item level that the person is going to perform any sort of way. I should also add that even item level doesn't mean that a person is going to be doing decent DPS. I should also add having curve does not guarantee shit. As you could see from the one guy that was almost boosted to a curve in our group just a little bit ago, who ended up murdering like 4 people with a knockback on Heroic Sarkareth, which is perfectly fine. It's okay to not know every fight perfectly, but when you don't learn to fight and you still get carried through it, you're basically being boosted, and then next time you join the fight, you still won't know what you were doing wrong, and you're going to cost the people a lot of grief there, because they're going to assume you do know because you have curve, but you're not going to know, and it's going to show. But that's an entirely different conversation to have. Other than Heroic Aberrus, what we ended up doing was a bunch of world quests. While we were waiting in different queues, we did a bunch of quests to get a bunch of Wyrm Crests. We ended up crafting ourselves embellished bracers that give us versatility when there's allies nearby, and we crafted the unstable Frostfire belt. Both of those were little adventures for us to get it done. The Frostfire belt especially so, because I had to go collect a frosty and a fiery soul. That took some understanding, or not understanding, some googling I should say. Thank fuck for Wowhead is all I'm gonna say. We also did a Dawn of the Infinite on Heroic difficulty, which is basically a joke. You could literally just, like, there's mostly people that are decked out farming it, and even if they weren't decked out, it is so easy to do on Heroic difficulty that you may as well just do it on a fresh new character to get some gear, because it's super easy to do. I might have the wrong impression from it because I was doing it with 2 groups that are were completely decked out, so they really weren't struggling. But I can't imagine those fights being very hard, even if you have a group of fresh 70s. It's basically the difficulty of a +2 Mythic Plus dungeon, which is very easy. And that was surprising because the Mythic version of the dungeon is the equivalent of a +17, so I was expecting it to be harder on Heroic as well. I guess it is harder than the rest of the Heroic dungeons, but still. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like. If there is something that really made you laugh, let me know what it was in a comment down below. If you keep coming back to the channel and you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.